Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Let me just make sure all of my windows are in the right spot. Alright, so, the current predicaments that I have looked over is how to work the looping portion of the track. So notably, the bits that need to have the most attention paid to it is the ambience, which belongs to the... is it this one? The backroom static parts, the ambient lighting, which is basically all of... where is it? I did make this, right? Yeah, all of these ambient lightings which can go up and down. And also, I've got a breathing parameter set up here now. So it's pretty light. Let's just turn that off. It's pretty just like simple breathing. Probably not going to use the full range of the motion, or we're going to have a very smooth and slow curve because I've actually gotten a bit extreme on it. Might need to actually move the chair a little bit as well to go with it. That might actually be a good idea, just looking at it now. Body, breathing, chair. Basically just the back, right? We'll lean this back a little bit with the breathing. I've made this executive decision right now. Alright, so basically when this happens, we want to bring you up and back a little bit at the same time. Okay, maybe don't bring this out, but bring this back. And bring this back a little bit while... probably don't bring this out so far. We'll bring this inwards. Because it's actually moving away from the camera. Just a little bit of motion and it won't be too noticeable or anything else since it's also in a dark room. We'll keep that. Okay, can I have this as like the last thing on this list? Thank you. Alright, so the main dilemma is how long do I like to make this? Because basically whenever I'm working with looping portions, it's much easier if the time is divisible by some number. So all of my looping numbers can meet that same threshold. One thing I can do, I've actually shortened this down to 18 frames, so there should be 18 seconds because it's 30 seconds to 30 frames to 1 second. So I think the way this is counting is 18 seconds right now. Oh. So one choice is to up it to 20, even though I've actually shrunk it down to like fit some parts a little bit better. I can stretch it out so that it also goes up to like 20, which means that the looping animation portions can be split into 2-second parts, 4-second parts, and 5-second parts, and they'll all seamlessly loop together without any gigantic problem. This just makes it easier to work with, in a sense. So I'm thinking maybe to do that right now. How long is this like end portion? I really don't need to look at this back part, do I? Because once the actual parts are done, what I need to do is actually make templates of all of them and just slap them in, and it's super fast. So it shouldn't be too large of an issue. Just deciding how exactly I want to do this. This also needs to be looked at yet, or at least to be looked at a little bit. Also think from about like here, we're gonna actually do an eye open into a... how long is this? It ends about here. Let's put another one here, and we'll actually put a curve into here, so the eye's like, oh, that's noticeable. How have I done this? Why is that so dramatically off? Okay, I need the fan. It's like really hot. Get that on. Hopefully it's not too loud. I say that after I usually just have it on all the time. Alright, where's the head eye? Slash into white. And a head turn. Okay, if I just turn this. Okay, can I force you to just behave inside this? Let me see if that makes it look really weird. And then if I open the eye, what does it look like? It's collapsing a lot earlier. Because of the way I do the eye opening and closing. I mean, what I can do is create an extra set of permutations here in the eye open. So that exactly at this point will, actually no, I'll probably do a permutation here. Where specifically when this is turned and this is like this, will go, oop. Oh, wants it to be alright. The lash is also doing something weird. Kind of see it. Gotta lean it over a lot, I think. I think that's like the main problem it's having right now. I mean, that will solve all the problems that's currently happening. Also, there was like a frame. Yeah, there's a frame here. Okay, what's happening here? For some reason, everything like disappears for like a brief moment. It has to be inside these things. There's a lot of things it could be. The good thing is that it's somewhat workable and has to be part of these. Like, has to be something in here specifically on this like one frame. Alright, let's have a look at this. So we're looking at the A and the S, and A, N, K, and S primarily, I think. Actually, no. We're not looking at A, we're looking at the N, K, and S, I think. Okay. something here is causing an issue. And it can revert itself, which means that it should be attached to parameters and not just something where I accidentally turned off the thing. I can't seem to replicate it. What else is happening here? Is it just you? Let's have a look at these. What I think it is, it should be a part moving back and forth in terms of draw order, but all of these are only on the formers, so it shouldn't be any of these. And the fact definitely can revert itself, so it should not be on any weird part. Okay, you. Is it only on these two parts? What else could it be? Because it has to be something to either do with the display or the display moving backwards or the room ambient moving up. Those are two choices this could be. Can I select every parameter, everything that you have a parameter for? No? Really? I can't do that? There's also a problem where I don't know if that's all of the options or options. Okay. Oh, I know. Oh, here, is it this? Okay, we found it. Alright, we'll just turn this off and it should get rid of that. So room ambient was moving up and down when it wasn't supposed to. Okay, there we go. It's out. We got rid of it. Problem solved. So the ideal would probably be 20 seconds, actually. I mean, I could just grab this portion and just move it so that it takes till 20 seconds to complete. It's really sliding his way out, why? Just to make sure none of the parameters randomly move. Namely the exit starting point of all of these. This should end right on top of 20 seconds. The problem is that then that becomes kind of like dead space, which is something I don't want. But this makes it feel really long. Like that becomes like really long. And I don't really like that. The other choice is to work down to 6 16 seconds, I think, and that means that I'll be working in 2s and 4s. And well, it doesn't really matter too much because they're both divisible by 2. And that's probably actually a more sensible way to do this, I think. So let's bring this down to like... Let's actually make the start so that like... It starts at like... How about we say the starts at like about 13. How long is the sequence anyway? And have it end at like 16. So it's already like shifting out by the time it gets up to a thing. I'm actually gonna have you start earlier. We're gonna have you start at about what, here actually? Which was this? Let's start on this line, let's say. Alright, also I. Oh, here, right? I'll be good enough. Then we're gonna bring the I, we're gonna make this part start earlier. Oh, this needs to end by 16, so let's make this go faster, actually. Man, was a little bit aggressive with like these parts, you know, I don't know how noticeable it is that there's a bounce there. But I think the camera work will need some curve management, but while working in 16s, seconds, that should be okay. Let's drop this down to 16. And I should try to like reach the final frame that I have set. That should be like a frame over actually, I think is the ideal way I want to do this. So that it enters the new animation directly. Well, these are all like, was it camera work things, but... Actually no, they shouldn't. They should all finish at exactly end. I'll work out to get the curves to behave the way I need them to. That will be fine. I actually want this to be a bit quicker. Like that. So most of the time is put into closing. Alright, basically that means that we now need to make a new scene. This is going to be the loop. Which needs to be the same 1920 by 1080, 16 frames of loop. Or 16 seconds of loop. And basically within that time frame... Yeah, is there really no way to just make this go all the way to the end? Okay, just maxed out, thank you. Alright, so we're gonna bring in just the 2 parts that we actually need, which is fine. We're going to set the first frame. Why is it not showing? Wait. Why you no show? Oh, it wasn't on the dope sheet. Okay, sure. We're going to bring these out so that they go a frame over. Then, to start these, we need to have everything in starting position. Why did it make me another tab when I didn't need it? What's the point of this extra tab? I don't need it. So we're going to take the final spot of these. Can I just copy this? Am I allowed to do that? What'd that do? No, it just made a whole extra thing here. That's stupid. Okay, sure. Alright, time for snipping tools. Give me that. What are we looking at? 30, -5, -22, and yeah, and it's visible to true. And then we need the camera for this part. How do I make a new thing on here? Okay. Sure. And we're saying, what is this? 4, -3, and -16.8. Exactly. And now we should have the same view from these 2 spots. Yeah, okay. So the stream over text needs to be completely off. So let's just move all of these to maximum. Is that really the angle I have it at? Let's actually move it across a bit more. Just so that's like more in frame. Probably should actually do that. Let's move that along a little bit so it's actually in frame. That really as nicely as I can do it. 2. Did I put in the right one? Yep, final frame, yep. Alright, so... I should probably actually set it so that it's only 4 seconds long so I can make all of my parts that I need. I mean, it doesn't matter too much if there's like a little blip as it essentially enters the final frame, I think. At least most of these animations shouldn't be too noticeable, I think. Alright, well, either way, let's see. What should we do with the eye? I haven't actually really thought about fully what parts need to be done. Well, either way, let's start with the ones that have to loop the whole portion. So we're gonna have a breathing parameter that goes, let's just say this goes from here to here, and we're gonna bring it up probably only about to here actually, I think. And in terms of how this needs to look, so holds for a little while. We'll use the full 2 seconds of this to create essentially a loop of this. Actually, let's bring this up a little bit. Let's start at like 1 instead. Let's have the minimum be at 1. Oh my god. So I can actually have a bit of a curve work. So there should be a big motion that goes into the thing, but the actual curve should hold at the 2 ends a little bit. And that's how our curve is going to enter the breathing loop. Okay, that was extreme. How do I make this curve more slowly? I mean, there's not really a big theory. We're gonna make this take the full 4 seconds. So we're gonna have like a gentle curve going up and down. Should be something that goes like in sharply out. Like it reaches the point and then there's like slow exhale, inhale. So it's more like this, where like it sharply hits that point, it sharply hits this point. And that's constantly repeated. Also, okay, we have this. Although I actually have to go up more at this point. This just goes up to 9. How noticeable is that? Alright, then as the breathing is happening, we want the hair to be moving as well. We'll say this takes the same, 4 second loop here. So up, out. So up will be inwards. Let's say you start from about here. Just like arbitrarily. Let me just make sure I've actually got this like set up correctly. We just kind of give it random points for now, just to work with. Oh, that's way off. That's hilarious. Actually, no, this should be closer to nothing. This should come closer to this. This should come closer to, this. That's too much. It's also very noticeable in some parts. Timing's off, but it's kind of got the right idea. We'll miss the curves later, but I think 4 seconds will be about right for this. But just at the start and the end have to be the same then. Alright, for this, we're gonna do a 2-second loop, I think, of this. And then this has to be quicker. Oh yeah, I can also have things happen in 1 second increments. Because 1 is always divisible by everything. So at 15 frames, so that's half a second. Also, it's a bit much. Let's drop this down to like 4. I will drop this down to like 4. I'll drop this to like 4. We're gonna shorten this a bit more. We're gonna say this whole sequence takes exactly half of 30 frames. As for this, I think we'll say that this takes a second. Oi. Also reduce the maximums by a little bit, or the minimums, actually, by a fundamental amount, I think. Alright, so, let's just test this for a bit. We're gonna... Is this still in the right spot? It is, okay, good. Let's say that this is a... This is why I really don't like the template system. It just gives you every template you don't need. Because it's part of a different rig. Can I put these into folders and just like... I can open a folder. Can I move these around? Can I actually like open a folder and have them in a different spot? No, they're all just sitting in here, which is really inconvenient. Can I sort these by folders? That would be so much better. It's just like, yeah, no object for this ID to apply because it doesn't exist. But let's say the shine bounce then consistently occurs throughout the whole thing. Actually, wait, I haven't like decided on the curves yet, have I? I think once again we'll just to try and hold at the ends a little bit. This is one of the bits that shouldn't be too noticeable, even if the entry back into the starting point is a little off, realistically speaking. Because it's a very small motion. Actually, no, I think we need almost want this to be like straight. Want this to hold at the ends. Go like this. Because this lets me put this a little there. Can I grab this and make this go under? No? You're not gonna make me let it go under? Why don't we raise it up to 2? Can I make it go under then? Back into number 2? Yeah? And then this can just raise in from 1. Like normal. Alright, so... if these loops are more or less in place... at the very least I can go... There we go. Or should I have them all be like a frame off the actual loop time? So that it'll go back to starting frame next frame. I really shouldn't need it. Okay, hopefully this actually saves the curve. Can I say that... Can I replace this? What's this button? Can I just replace it? Overwrite, yes. That's too much. I think we've got to reduce these down to like maybe 2 to 2. So it's not quite as aggressive. What was this called? Yes, please overwrite it. Is it still a... Yep, okay. Alright, I think that's how I like the breathing, so I'm actually gonna have to mess with the here. Actually, let me just turn this into a 4-second loop so that just keeps replaying itself. Because right now I'm just working in 4s. I can turn it up to 16 later. Okay, the end point is kind of like different from the start point, that's fine. Uh... Hmm. Mm. Ah. I could be a little bit more aggressive with this. Can I please make this go more up on the curve? No, I can't do that. If I can't do that, then I can't do this. Because that will make it look a little blocky. I need this curve to be able to just stretch way up. Okay, I think this part's actually fine. Where's the breathing? This is actually pretty aggressive. It's like all the way up. Should just be quicker. This might need to be quicker. Let's bring this down so that it is pretty much half the length. Nah, that's too fast. I'll just leave that as this. The other choice is to make the curve slightly increased, but that should be actually more or less okay. Alright, so then the parts... hum. Her. Alright, you also need to have your arms down. Eye open. And body... Yeah, just keep the body there. Alright, we'll work with the static portions, ambience now. Essentially, they all just need to glow and then unglow at certain variant points. Let's just say these all just take like 2 seconds, so more or less. That's bright. That's really bright. They say they go out to about... They go between like maybe 3 and 1. Maybe just to go a bit more intense. Let's bring this up to a 5. 5 me there. Why does it start playing on its own? Maybe so let's say bring this up to a 5. And maybe we'll bring this up to a 5. Or no, we'll keep this low because this has stuff on it. Up. Then we want to bring these back down to, was it 1? And we want these to be just, oh, no. This will or should technically prevent any problems or flashing lights that anyone might have. We're going to make the mouse one happen twice within this time. What? So it's like slightly off. Also the keyboard one, we're gonna make it stay at the height of its glow longer than the monitors will, let's say. And let's just like bring these out as well a little bit so that it loops correctly. Let's say the tablet doesn't stay at the peak as long as the other parts, while also not being as long in general. I don't know if this is being too aggressive. It's like happening, it's noticeably happening a lot, but this is probably also going to be where stuff is going to be in front of it. I mean, it looks pretty seamless right now. Alright, then we're gonna just like dot in a we can like dot these in kind of like every now and then. Eye opening. Also, I kind of wanted to create a semi kind of breathing parameter with this as well, where let's say it takes let's say it takes the full time actually. So at 2 seconds, we're going to bring the Y bounce. What's it set to? It's not set the same? Oh, what the fuck? Actually bring this down a little bit. Bring this down to like maybe about -2, let's say, at the starts and ends. too much, right? Whoa, no, please grab the point. Okay, so that's in there. And let's say occasionally within the 16-second frame, maybe we'll go, let's say, just arbitrarily, we're gonna go like... What's it set to? No, that has to be a longer motion if I'm gonna do that. Has to be a significantly longer motion if I'm gonna randomly put this in. Just dot this in like maybe twice during the full 16-second period. And like same to do with like the other portions. Let's say this comes as a set. And basically we'll just create a variance of this, which is basically the same thing but leans the other way. Maybe we can dot it in another spot within the 16-second frame. There's like 2 of these that happen. We'll just dot the eye blinking every now and then into the 16 seconds. Probably need like a somewhat uniform of a gap, just so it doesn't like happen too quickly between loops. Like the start and end of the 16 seconds, because that's also a worry where I do this too close to the start of a loop and then it happens again like almost immediately. I think I can actually go about touching the glow on the wording because the monitors are also changing in brightness essentially at the same time. Alright, but regardless, so first up, It should be entering the frame like afterwards. Let's say we'll call this ambience. Ambient. Actually, let's call this ambient lights. We're going to actually take this and bring it back over to here, and we're actually going to run this all the way through the whole of this, basically. So we're gonna have this running through the whole thing. It would be nice if this could literally just go through the full length and just paste it that many times. That'll save me a ton of time. Okay. And we kind of actually want to do the same thing with the body up here, where we want to have the swaying and the breathing all saved to this one thing. So basically all of this we want to actually have as a single part, ideally. Is it possible to just save this as a thing? Actually, let's call this a 4-sec front pause loop. And then if I bring it back into here, we're actually going to run this all the way through the thing, and it shouldn't interfere with anything because it's not required to the very end. But hello, so that should go into here. Yep. Did it not put it in? Really? Did it not save it? Oh, god dang it. What did I give this? Do I really have to cut it from here? Okay, fine. Cut this, and also ideally... Oh, I can't grab them both at the same time. Cool. Or can I? This. Please give me this. And also, please give me... I can't put them both at the same time. Ah! And make sure to... not feature length of any kind, but I can certainly work on some animations of sorts. Alright, we'll do this separately. So we're gonna create a template of the 4-second hair loop here. Call this 4-second hair loop. And we'll also create a 4-second breath loop. So these should save, because I've done it in the thing. So we want to basically put this and why? Oh yeah. There. That's cool. Just give me one. Let me just try and work out why this isn't behaving the way I needed to. Why are you not saving to the thing? If I try and slap you in, will you slap in? Let me just see if that's a case. So if I say 4-second breath loop and just click, why does that work? It should work in here then, because it's the same parameters. Or is this not the... I'm not looking at the right thing, I'm looking at the right thing. Give me a 4-second breath loop, please. Okay, I don't know why that worked and why it didn't work before. Okay, sure. So basically every 4 seconds we want to slap this in. Is that Instagram? I do not use Instagram. I don't know if that's because I'm old. Or I don't know if I'm not old enough. I don't know, I was treated like some crazy person when all of my colleagues asked if I used or asked for my Instagram and I said I didn't have one, and they all looked at me like I was crazy, which was really weird in my opinion, but so basically as this is zooming out, we should enter this already in loop. It's not the most noticeable thing because it's a very short sequence right at the end, but it should essentially make it so that it's seamless as it enters the second portion here. Alright, let's see. So we've got the ambience and we've got the front body parts moving. Okay, I want to dot in some stuff into this loop. So we're gonna have the full 16-second loop now. It's a Neo channel. I mean, you could call it a Neo channel, I guess. That's my second channel on YouTube, yes. So we're going to take 1, 2, and 3. We're going to... Can I just select all of these at 4 seconds? Is that possible? Is that a thing I can do? Can I just like select all of this stuff without selecting the stuff in between? I mean, I'll also say it's not exactly uncommon for people to make multiple channels on YouTube, so asking for if it's a new channel or not really doesn't do too much. If by that you mean that do I have another active channel right now, then no. This is the only channel I'm running. So if you think I'm someone else, it's probably... I'm probably not them unless they've been inactive for about like 5 or 6 years. Well, you know, we go by internet names here, so the name I go by is the same as the channel name. Oh, that zooms that in. I need to zoom this in. It'd be really nice if I could just select the parts that I need to select and not the rest of it. So I can get the 4 second... Okay, I need to like enter all of the 4 second loops that I need for this. So let's just say we're gonna slap in the 4 second here loop into here. And we're gonna slap in the 4 second breath loop into here. Recently, yes, I have been going live every day, but Sunday like 6 days in a row, and I don't know why I do it sometimes, but I do it. No object sway. What? No, this. Isn't this my ambient lights? It is my ambient lights. Why does it tell me that I can do it? Alright, well that's kind of dumb. Okay, I'm gonna bring the ambient lights all the way through this part. Okay, so the pseudo breathing, which is like this part. We're going to make a thing of this, which is like, we'll call it chibi breathing. We'll also say this is called 4 seconds, just to make sure this is consistent. Well, it's not consistent because I put this time at the front before, but we're gonna put this also throughout the whole thing here. Oh! Oh, it's not quite... Oh, hold up. How long is this? It's not quite 4. It's not quite 4, that's hilarious. Okay, we're gonna stretch out so that it ends at 4. Then we're gonna take this. And we're going to overwrite the, was it chibi breathe 4 seconds. Oh, I named it something different. What do I call this new one? Let's just delete this old one. I think that's the old one. And if I put this in, it should be up to 8. Okay, good. I dabble in the crafts, yes. I have not dabbled in the crafts recently, though. I am interested in the Cobblemon, so I might actually find some time to put together a mod pack. But that will likely not be in stream format, that will likely be in video format, similar to the Minecraft series I started a little while ago and then stopped because honestly it was a multiplayer server where I wasn't playing with anyone. So that was fun. Also I got kind of busy and I wasn't on as often. There was like literally 2 of us on the server at any one time at best, and when the time zone, because of time zones, when I was playing, I was literally on with one other guy who was the only other person who was actually playing actively on the server, which was really sad, but that's not really much you can do when it comes down to stuff like that on the crafts. Okay, we're just gonna do these parts manually. We're not actually the lean. Actually, yes, the lean. I'm gonna copy the lean. I'm gonna also like slap it like right here, just kind of arbitrarily. Move this across a little bit. And then for this section here, we're going to grab this part and we're gonna reverse it so that this goes at -7. Whoop. Okay, well that's not as clean as I would like it to be. Where's the point? -7. Please change the point. Yep, okay, there we go. Let me just change this to also -7. I do not know much people on YouTube unless they're relatively big, I'll be real. All the people I watch are relatively large creators, and it's all the creators that have been on the platform since 2013. I'm perfectly fine with saying it. I watch primarily, if it's gaming stuff, a lot of Vanos crew and Markiplier and all the Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie, all the old guys. Because I'm old, and that's the stuff I like to watch. I still watch a lot of them, I haven't really changed. Okay, so we've got like 2 sets of this loop happening now. I'm actually gonna lengthen these a little bit. Just, they don't need to be equal for these ones. Actually gotta just move you across a bit and move you across a bit. Can I not just grab this part and just go across without changing the actual value? Let's make it a little bit longer on this one. We're gonna just slap this mouth open and kind of randomly, maybe like, we're gonna slap it like maybe right here as well. And then for the eye open, let's say it happens once like right here, maybe or once like right here, and let's say this is another... Actually no, we should probably keep 2 closer together like right here. And we'll just bring this across like here maybe. I mean, if it's a streamer on YouTube, then I almost definitely don't know them because I don't actively look for streams. Let me just... Okay, I think that's actually fine. I think that's okay for 16-second loop. I'm from the great land of Down Under, where things are upside down and we don't know why things stick to the ground. Let And also the wildlife will try to kill us. It's great. I mean, honestly, you leave the wildlife alone and they don't try to kill you. It's a great lesson of just leave it alone, damn it. If you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone for the most part. I don't know why, but I always remember this news article like way back. This was like a long time ago. I think this was when I was a kid. This news article came out where was it? Some old guy in the outback got bitten by a lethal snake. Was just yanked it off, called the emergency services, and then popped open the beer. It's like, yeah, like, if I'm gonna die, I may as well have another beer, right? Before I go. Alright, let me just see what happens when I export these. Because exporting things from Live2D is always a fun thing, whether you don't really know if it's going to work or not. Or work the way you want it to or not. I do not want to export the motion file. I would like to export the scene. Export video. Export... Ah, yes, export as a whole video. Yes. Yeah, yes. There's no audio, but we're going to turn that off anyway, because I'm going to add that later as part of the scene. MP4 doesn't need to be lossless. It doesn't really need to be... Actually, wait, what does OBS take? OBS... Local browse. What can this take? Any media file. Okay, sure. We'll just put this as the MP... Or just see what happens when the MP4 comes out. Let's just see what happens when I do that. Hum. That's some wild ass weather. And why do you want me to say the name? Let me just think about where to actually save this. Do I just save this into animations? Which folder is this? Oh yeah, it's right in here. Animation, let's just make a new folder called Stream Scenes. Yeah, I don't think I've... Actually, we have been seeing a little bit of wilder weather recently, because, you know, global warming. Weather patterns changing, the end of the world is approaching. All of everyone's favorite things. I mean, is it California that's been, like, on fire the last, like, couple of years? I mean, I only, like, vaguely pay attention to American news, even though they make headlines here way too often because, you know, the global economy revolves around America, so we end up seeing all the American news anyway. Also, because a lot more of the negative things come out of America, because we get to see another article about some kind of mass shooting over there like every few weeks, because, you know, nobody actually wants to see news about people being happy. We just want to see the bad news, where we can look at humanity and say, why the fuck are we here? I mean, I feel like boring is actually better. It means that if you're actually going to travel, you're going to go to somewhere exciting, right? I mean, I hate traveling personally because I get really bad motion sickness if I get onto, like, any vehicle. So I hate traveling. But, like, whenever people ask me about traveling, it's always like, no, you want to live somewhere, like, really boring. So when you go somewhere, it's actually exciting. You don't want to go somewhere and be like, oh shit, home was better. Like, I feel like that's a giant waste of, like, both time and money. I don't know, like my relatives in Asia, because, you know, when you're in a continent that's like everything's connected really closely, you can go to a lot of different countries really quickly, but like down here, we're like completely isolated. So, you know, traveling is either like you take like pretty much an overnight flight, or you're just going to see the exact same place, because the whole ocean here is literally the same place. You just have the difference between animals trying to kill you and animals not trying to kill you. That's like literally the only difference. So, I mean, even like if we go out to the Pacific Islands, it's like at least 3 hour flight, I think, to get to Fiji. And I think Fiji is usually the place most people go to. But yeah, like Australia and New Zealand are the same country, pretty much, if you're like just there as like a tourist. So there's like nothing to see down this way. Like if you've been to one country, you've been to the other one. It's great. You can like save a lot of time on travel expenses. Alright, so seeing as this is nearly outputted, now's a good time to say that this is not going to be the final video file we'll be using. We're going to be using one probably outputted through After Effects. No, not After Effects, but Adobe's Media Encoder, because it has to go through the Media Encoder. Because actually we might use this as a final for this file. Let me just make sure it doesn't like loop into something weird. Okay, it doesn't loop into anything weird. Okay, this file looks fine. Let's bring up the other file. So this is the file that's definitely going to go through After Effects. It's probably going to end up being longer than 16 seconds, but we're going to just bring it out for now, and I'm going to try and stab it into OBS and just see what it does with it. I might actually remove my transition just so that it's entering the scene a little quicker. I need to just check how to change transitions or whether I can customize it. You should be able to customize this, right? Because can you tell it to go only between can you not tell it to go like do this transition between this scene and this scene, or is that not a choice? Okay, let me just Google that real quick. OBS, custom transition between specific scenes. Oh, I just spelled scenes wrong. Right click within the intersecting cell, then from the drop down menu select the transition you'd like to play. Yes, I know. I want a different transition for every scene OBS. Quick tips. Oh, cool. This guy showed it off, but didn't actually explain how to do it. Great. Fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. Alright, later. Don't you just love it when someone makes the title of a video sound like a tutorial and then doesn't actually do a tutorial? They just do a demonstration of, or do a demonstration of the products and not the how to reach Z products. Alright, it's called transition override, so I think I can just Google this. OBS transition override. There's also apparently a plugin for this, so filters transition override. Okay, and then there's an OBS transition matrix plugin, which I would like to take a look at. Does plugin serve this purpose of prototype and a more fleshed out properly supported? Does continue upgraded to transition table. Okay, let's click on transition table now. Wait, what was this? Has not been updated in the past 3 years. Please continue to use external plugin. What the fuck is this? No, transition table? Is that what I'm trying to look at? Okay, transition table, which is not at version 1. This is only at version 0.2.6. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I want, I think. That looks like what I want. Okay, I'll mess with that at some point once I make some new transitions. Don't know if I just use more generic ones, but alright. Okay, let me make a test scene here. Alright, test. Is this still working? The stream is not dead, don't worry. Yeah, all of my audio is set separately, so I actually have to input it into different things. But basically, we're going to add a media source. We're going to call this one, yeah, it's just going to be darkness for a little while. Don't worry about it too much, but we're going to say this is the stream end entry. We're going to input the file. Yeah, but audio is not just a desktop audio playing, it's actually the VLC media source that's OBS is playing itself. So that's why it's completely silent right now. Where is this? This into Live2D animations, stream scenes, entry. Restart playback when source becomes active. Yes. And show nothing when playback ends. Yes. Okay, so this is in here. And then we basically want to add a second media source, which is called the stream end loop. And we're going to slap in the looping portion of this now. And this one we want to loop, restart playback, don't show nothing when it ends. We want this to be below entry. Okay, so let's say we come back to here. Then we go to the test scene. Okay, I do need to get rid of that transition or shorten it a little bit because it's covering like the start of the thing a little bit. So it finishes this one, and how noticeable is that is now the question. Because now it's in the looping one. So the entry one finished what it was doing, cut itself off, and well, basically like made itself invisible, and now it's looping the loop at the back. It doesn't seem like overly noticeable, I think. Also, just for the sake of this. Let's just slap that in here. Select color. Just make this a red. Yeah, just make this a red. This will stand out, right? Just like max out the alpha, yeah? Why can I not okay this? Please just... Why can I not okay that? Okay, so, oh, that's... Nope, that's... Nope, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, nope, here we go. I have a lot of scenes. I should probably remove some of them. But they're like all of my scenes that I use for, recording rather than streaming. That I haven't gotten rid of and I haven't used recently. Alright, so... Just the fact that I had to watch this, like, full thing, and the music keeps playing for a while. I probably have to see if I can make the music cut off a bit earlier. Okay, I don't think it's noticeable. For all intents and purposes, I don't think the transition between entry and loop is visible, which is very good. Okay, what do I do now? Alright, so now the great fun is that I need to figure out again how to bring this out to how to bring all of this out to what you call it, After Effects. I haven't done that in a while, and I hate After Effects with a passion to begin with. I think I have to export this as runtime, right? I think I export the motion file. How does this work? Because I've got two different things in here. Because it takes the JSON, I know that. Output to selected scene. Work area, yes. Although I need to like do more than the work area. Technically no, because I never zoom further out. I always either zoom in or zoom out. Items to be outputted, that stuff doesn't matter. I think this is fine. I really haven't done this in a long time because I don't need to do it very often. Alright, we're just gonna Does that matter? Oh dear, alright, well. Alright, grand question. Will After Effects turn on? Hum. I just need to see if the point out of frame is going to affect the loop in After Effects, because we need to point out of frame so that the loop correctly does a seamless transition, but if I can't export it, I'll have to. I think I can add it back in. I think. We're just gonna match frame rates here, 30 frames. Let's say that this is 16 times 16, 32, 48. $74. I don't know why it took me so long. Wait, is this seconds? This should be seconds, right? Hour, minute, seconds, milliseconds, yeah. 74. Square pixels, yes. Do I need to look at anything else? Should be okay. Alright, so, I should be able to just throw this in here. I have the plugin, so if it behaves, I should be able to make it input itself. This is a problem. Okay, so we don't want this file. We want the actual model file. We need a Mach 3, I think. That makes things a lot more complicated. Do I have a... We're already saved. Let me see if I can find these. Is it just saved in here? Alert, follow, in screen. What are these called? Stream over. Where the hell do I save these? Okay, here's a CM. I only have a CMO file. Shit. Okay, so at the very least, I think what I'm gonna do is make a texture atlas for this. I don't know. Do I need a texture atlas? Can I just export this as a... I can't export as a mock if I don't have a texture atlas, right? Yeah. I don't know if After Effects reads texture atlases the same way everything else does, and I should just make lots of little ones. You know what? I just do it the way I know how to do it. We're gonna make lots of little ones. Yikes! Oh, this file is very large. Okay, how big is... Alright, we're just gonna make the largest thing possible and just let After Effects chug along. Honestly, the only thing I'm sacrificing at worst is probably my CPU or my RAM sticks. One of the two. But if it's laggy and it doesn't work very well, that is fine as long as you can chug it out. Because this is... Oh, it doesn't need to be that big. Oh, that's cool. How about we make it a, So I don't need a larger size. How about I make it 8x8 then? Will 8x8 fit everything? Or fit everything in a reasonable way where, like, it won't be too big. Cause I know I got a couple of pieces which are very large, which will need the extra space. That a 4x4 doesn't provide. So we make it 8x8 and maybe like even like a 2x2 or like a 4x4. Mainly the shadow piece is the big problem because it's very large. Alright, chug along. We're gonna make an 8x8 texture atlas. What am I gonna do with the other one? Oh shit. What am I gonna do with the other one? Oh shit, I haven't thought about this. That's a very big file. I mean, this part's still okay. I just realized the other part has two parts that are probably like the size of the canvas. I don't think that error message will cause a problem, at least for now. Sure, we'll save it here. Alright, so if the stream crashes when I try to make the texture atlas for the static portion, it's because there's some very large background pieces. Also, the ambient room shading color for that scene in particular is exactly the whole canvas size, and the texture atlas is probably not going to enjoy that. I don't think my canvas is 8x8, so I think what I'm going to do is make it 8x8 plus another texture and just see if that behaves. As long as it fits like 90% of what I need into there, it's fine. So we're going to make the texture atlas. We're going to make it 8x8, just see what the heck happens. And just see how much of this fits. As long as the full length room ambience fits, we're good. Like, that is the one piece that must fit. You know, I also don't know if that one... That is very large. Alright, what do we have left? Monitor pieces... The disc is in there, the room ambience is in there, I think. I can't tell what some of these pieces are, but at least it fits. I'm gonna add a texture. Let's say, can a 4K by 4K fit the rest? Oh wait, oh, no, something is in here that is very large. The back is in here. Oh shit. Like, that's a very large file. Okay, we're gonna make a 4K by 8K. 8K should fit the pieces that aren't in right now, I think. Yikes. Will it fit? It won't fit. Okay, we need like 2 full-size textures then. Wait, what was my first one? Oh, this is 8K by 8K. Yeah, sure, we'll just make it 8K by 8K, it's fine. That is fine. This isn't running in real time, this is running as a video editor thing, so it should be less problematic. Alright, can this fit everything then? 8K by 8K, in you go. Automatic layout. Well, space to spare, alright. I'm actually deciding where I want to switch out the monitors, actually. Well, I can switch it out later if I really want to, so that's fine. Oh wait, no, there's still a monitor missing. Well, it's not letting me cancel it, so we're just gonna let that chug along for a little bit. It's really chugging. It's really chugging. Oh dear. Well, this is a bit worried. Pray my PC does not explode. Let me just monitor what's being used right now, just to make sure nothing actually explodes. Memory. Cool, my RAM sticks are gonna burn out. Cool, great. Well, it's not using all of the memory. It's like 6% not being used at a time, basically. That's not very good. Okay, well, unfortunately, it didn't fit. I need to stick in one more monitor. Actually, guys, make this green screen smaller, because this is, the green screen is indeed in there, but it doesn't need to be super clear, because, oh, I can't zoom in, great. I really need to fix my mouse wheel. Because in theory, the green screen mask is just a, it is just a mask. So technically, as long as it's, oh wait, no, this doesn't fit at all. Okay, never mind. Fine, we're just gonna make this gigantic and just hope my thing can chug along. How much extra space do I have if I make this gigantic ass texture? Actually, a lot. What happens if I make this 16 by 8 then? Does this fit everything? It does. It does not. Again, by a little bit. Why? What's all this extra space on the side that can be totally used? What the heck is this? I mean, it probably is irrelevant because this monitor is quite large, but come on. Alright, never mind. We're gonna make the full size. Is this a 16 by 16? Like, the only annoying bit of the texture, Alice, is that it has to be a set size. So I'm gonna have to like just put up with this. All this extra space. Whatever. Fine. Oh dear. Alright, well let this chug along. Now it's burning my CPU into a crisp as well. I should probably get one of those things that monitors the CPU temperature as well. Oh, yep, it's using 100% of my CPU. Great. Fantastic. How much is OBS using? Where's OBS? OBS is basically using nothing. Okay, so... yeah. I mean, I'm presuming that if I remove the OBS resources for Live2D, it's just going to use up the rest of it anyway, so I may as well just keep streaming. That's how bad it is right now. I should have made these files significantly smaller. These are actually like a lot larger than they're supposed to be. These could technically go about like half the size and it'll be fine, but I finished the full thing and I couldn't get around to it without losing things, so... oh dear, what's happening? Did it actually finish? No? Alright, let's see if it will actually work, or do I just have to make a whole bunch of really small ones and then just one big one? I think that's probably actually smarter if I do like a lot of small ones and then a big one. To fit the full-size canvases at the back. Alright, well, I think it'll be smarter if I just terminate Live2D for a moment if I can. I mean, I should also really be checking. Actually, no, you know what? Before anything happens, let's actually check that this works. So this? No, it's not this. Is this my... What was this? So, here in After Effects now, we have the... This is my composition, right? Yeah. I have the... Stream over front JSON... Model JSON? Do I need a JSON or the model JSON? Let's try this one first. Just see what it does before I try and fight the thing Mach 3. You want me to put the Mach 3 in here then? I can't put the Mach 3 in here, but it doesn't accept Mach 3, so it has to accept the JSON. What about this? Does this work? Let's just make sure this works before I keep, like, fighting Live2D to, output the scene. Model free.json. DOS. That's right there! That's right there, yo! Do I not want the CDI? Do I want the model free.json? Is that what it wants? No? Model free.json. Model free.json. Why is it not working? You want... That's what it wants, right? Because this is the thing with the Live2D thing in it. No, the CAE. Wait, doesn't want this file. Hold on. Why can't I not find the Mach 3? The Mach 3's right here. Alright, I'm gonna go bug someone on the Live2D server, so we'll continue this next time. It's not going to be the most exciting thing of the next time, because if I can get this into After Effects, it's just a matter of putting some stuff over the top of the looping portion after lengthening it out probably about 4 or 5 times in length. But if I can get this into After Effects correctly, we're basically on the home stretch. Finally. Then I can finally work on something else, which might be actually... I should redo my model officially now that I'm starting to use basically the newer chibi on like all of my thumbnails. So I should really work on that. So if I can't get this into After Effects, I'm still working on the model. It's because I couldn't get into After Effects. That will be next time. If I can't get into After Effects, it will be some stuff to do in After Effects and outputting this into like a full file, but I'm gonna go bug someone in the Live2D server. They recently changed the way that you ask things on that server, so we'll see how that goes. Live2D help. I should... Do they have one that's just animation? See if I can find one which is talking about After Effects. But I mean, if this doesn't work, what I can do, because the I don't technically need the parameters in After Effects, I can just take the whole video as either MP4 or MOV, and then just put that into After Effects 4 times. That's also another choice. So yeah, I have a backup plan. Okay, backup plan has been figured out. So if I... Actually, that's a smarter way to do it. I don't actually need to change anything about the file inside After Effects. I don't need to add any effects to it at all, do I? Unless... Because if I want to add any, like, just video effects, it could just go straight on top of the whole video without going on top of the parts in the, I don't need to move the parameters around inside After Effects. I just don't know if it'll seamlessly loop correctly. Well, I'll figure it out. Alright, so anyways, thank you very much for watching today's stream. The backup plan, hopefully it works. I might check it later, and then if that just works, then we'll go into tomorrow with just a video file. Otherwise, I'm gonna go bug someone and annoy people until someone figures this out for me. I know there's like 2 people or something in the whole Live2D server who's actually helping people that actually knows how to export stuff into After Effects, because literally nobody works on animations. So hopefully I can get a hold of one of them, because honestly this is like never done by anyone, which is why I always complain about. I've complained about probably a few times while I was working on this. So anyways, thank you very much for watching today. For those watching who aren't subscribed and enjoyed what they saw today, remember to subscribe, leave a like so that helps me out, and I shall see you all next time in After Effects, the app that everyone hates. It's gonna be great, yay!